Hello, guys. I'm back. I'm back again. So, this is Amber Dixon. I'm director of Team Redolan's Empire. I am going to be going over with you guys the Hurdlr app, or I have it pulled up right now on my Chromebook. So if you guys would just drop me a message that you're seeing this or that somebody's here, I would greatly appreciate it. Just so I know that we're doing. There's Tracy. Okay. Yes. So Tracy DeMario actually is the one that got me hooked up with this app. You can do it on your phone, Android, or iPhone. And I don't know about you guys, but I am horrible, absolutely horrible about writing down my mileage and keeping all of my receipts and all the things, right? So I needed something to be easier for my business to keep track of all of these things for me. So I have this pulled up, like I said, on my Chromebook, and so it looks a little different than it does on the app on your phone, but I'm just going to kind of go over the general things that I used Hurdlr for to track. And so the main thing, so this is a paid app. You have to pay for this. I want to say I pay $100 a year for it. And I believe you can make monthly payments. And so either way that you set it up. But for me and my business, this was worth it. And of course, it's a tax write-off. So there's that. So the app on your phone has this little guy in the picture. So if you need to know, if you're like, what am I looking for? It is Hurdlr. And yes, it is spelled weird, Hurdlr. And this little geeky looking guy in the green shirt is on the app, on your phone. So the main things that I use Hurdlr to track are my expenses for my business and my mileage for my business. And so you can see right here, there's mileage, there's expenses. The great thing about this is you can actually set your banking information in here, whatever bank account you use for your business, and it will auto-generate a list of you spent this here, was this a business expense, and you literally click business or personal and move right on. So I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to try and of course this is day one of the new year, so you can't see much here, so I'm going to change my dates a little bit. So let's just go to expenses, and we'll just switch this back to, and so you guys can see right here, sorry, I'm kind of jumping things around here. Right here is where you would link account, and you can link a bank account, you can link a credit card if you have a certain credit card that you use for your business. And like I said, it's automatically going to generate the transactions. So let's just switch this over and, oh my, let's just look at, we'll just go back a couple months here. Maybe, okay, it wants me to change it this way. No? Yes? Oh, look it down here. Gotta be smarter than the app here. Let's just go back to, let's look at November 11/1, 2022. And we'll go through. Well, yeah, we'll just leave it there. I'm going to click apply. Okay. So up here it keeps a little graph for you, and then down here, this is what would show up if you pulled up your app on your phone and you hit expenses. This is what is pulling from my checking account, so don't look at all of my crazy business. But anyways, you can decide if it's a business expense or if you're going to split it, half personal, half business, and that type of thing. I am not a tax person. There is a tax guru that is going to be doing some tax information for you guys later. That is not me. I'm just trying to help you track your expenses and your mileage a little better, to help you with your taxes. So like this I can actually do this one. I can send this over because I know that this is my PWS payment that came out, and so I can hit here. It's my PWS, so I would click software because that is a business expense, and click business, and it automatically sent it away to my business expenses. And so you could go through all of these same things. I do not keep track of my income on here. You can do that. But like I said, I strictly use this for my expenses and my mileage. And so let's click over to mileage. And you can set an auto tracker on the app so that it detects every time you're in the car and driving. It actually knows where you're going. Let's just look at the whole year. It tracks where you're going, and you would put whether or not it's business or personal. And like I said, it'll track your mileage. Yeah, I do a lot of driving. And so, and it literally, it details out, like anytime you stop, it notes that. It knows everywhere that you've been. So you can put whether or not it's a business or a personal trip. So those are the two things that I use the most in here. There is tons and tons of other stuff that you can actually do with this app. You can run reports. I think you can actually, there's a link that you can actually file your taxes through here. But you can also, at the very end, you can do print off an overview. It actually sent me an email and was like, hey, your yearly overview is ready. And I would literally just print that out and give it to my tax lady. And it takes so much off my plate of trying to keep up with receipts and writing things down and all of that business. It's all right there in my app, and it is not a struggle like it used to be. And so, oh man, I just had a thought that I was going to tell you guys and I forgot. Oh, you also, if you are on the app for your expenses, I don't know if it'll let me. So this is a thing that I use often on here because, like, if you pay cash for something, it's not going to be in here, right? Because our cash is not linked to our phones or our bank account. So on your app, you would click Add Expense. And then you would click the date of whatever that expense was. We'll just say December 31st. You can actually choose, and it saves like wherever you've been. You just click on whatever. I'll just click that. Put in the amount. And we're just going to put like one. Business. Select a category. We're just going to put gas. The business is Cincy. No client. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Here, you can add a receipt. You can actually take a picture of the receipt on your phone, and it saves it in the app, so you do not have to have boxes and boxes of receipts laying around for someday whenever you get audited from the IRS. Thank you, Ray. If you could put our names down, all of your Scented Bliss peeps, to keep us off the IRS list, that would be great. We would love you for that. So this way, the receipts are all there. You can go in and actually print them all off if you needed to. It is an amazing feature that you can actually scan a picture of the receipt and throw it away. Like, that was like the biggest thing. I'm like, I don't have to save receipts anymore. Are you kidding me? Like, it's the best thing since sliced bread.
You two in there too?
So yeah. So Hurdlr, like I said, that's kind of the small overview of that. I don't know if I'm out of time or not. I don't know when I'm supposed to be done, but you're running into that. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I hope this helps you guys hopefully get your business stuff a little bit more organized. Like I said, it's great for mileage and expenses, and you can attach as many bank accounts as you need to. You can attach credit cards, you know, anything that you're running money through for your business, you can attach to this. So it's kind of a fantastic thing. So let's see if anybody has. Yes, Jackie Duran, all of the coffee stops. get saved in there. I do a lot of traveling, and I drink a lot of coffee while I'm traveling. So yeah. So, okay, guys, I think that's all that I have. Like I said, if you guys have questions, feel free to reach out to me. I would be more than happy to help you. And of course, there is way more stuff that you can actually do with this app, and there's all kinds of like informational videos and stuff on the actual app itself that you can check and see if it's something that you want to use for your business. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. Bye, guys. Thank you.